What goes on, guys? We're back here again with another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at two figures. We're going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse, the Suicide Squad's Bloodsport and Peacemaker. I ordered these both off of GameStop.com. While I went in store and they ordered it online for me, it came in like 2 days for like the standard shipping, which is freaking awesome. So very happy about that. I'm going to do these guys both together because I have a lot to review right now and I wanted to get the packaging out of the way of the review station, so I thought I'd do them both at the same time. King Shark will be getting his own video because he is a masterpiece of an action figure in my opinion, but we will get to him later. As for right now, talking about Bloodsport and Peacemaker, I gotta say these guys look great. As of this recording, today is the opening night for the Suicide Squad. And I am going to see it with my girlfriend tonight, so I'm very excited. So I thought I'd post this video up today in honor of the Suicide Squad. But anyway, taking a quick look at the packaging here. For Bloodsport, you can see Idris Elba right there as Bloodsport. The costume really doesn't match this look at all. I'm hoping that it looks more like that in the movie, but whatever. You can see the other figures from the wave. King Shark, how to build him. Bloodsport came with the upper torso for King Shark right there. You get Bloodsport. On the top, you get the Suicide Squad logo. You get the card and the stand in there, which I will be leaving in the box. Collect to connect King Shark. On the side, it says the Suicide Squad, Bloodsport, the Suicide Squad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. And then it's pretty much the same exact thing on Peacemaker. So you get the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, DC Multiverse, right there, Peacemaker, right there, stand, card, same exact image on the back, which is right there. So there's John Cena as Peacemaker. I think he's going to be great. Peacemaker came with the arms for King Shark. So yeah, the box, big, clunky, standard DC Multiverse box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the figures. So I'm going to start off with my lesser of the two figures, the figure I like less than the other one, Bloodsport. That does not mean that this is a bad figure because I really have been enjoying my time with it so far. It's just, I think I like Peacemaker a little bit better. This looks really cool. Like it looks comic accurate, well, I don't know about comic accurate, but comic inspired. So I will be using this as my comic book Bloodsport because I don't think we'll ever get a comic book Bloodsport, like an actual one, anytime soon. Because I remember Bloodsport wearing like that, like bandana that covers his eyes kind of thing, like, kind of bare arms, things like that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, this looks really good. Taking a closer look at all the detail in here. There you go. I got the helmeted version. I don't think that other unhelmeted. First of all, I wouldn't want the unhelmeted one to begin with, but I don't even think it looks like Idris Elba at all. This looks like a xenomorph in my opinion, like the dome and then the teeth. But it looks cool. I like it a lot. I think it really looks like a xenomorph actually. I wonder if they'll say anything about that in the movie. That'd be pretty cool. But going down here to this Deathstroke knockoff, I think the color scheme looks exactly like Deathstroke, which is why I kind of wish it looked more like it did on the box. But honestly, it's not that big a deal. You get the hands with the fingertips out. No paint on the inside here, but the sculpt looks really crisp, clean. You get this cool, like, logo thing there. I don't really know what that is on the side there. You get these canisters there, and then going down to the black boots. And he hid the joint really well on this one, unlike on the, who was it? The Punisher Batman. I forget what it, the Grim Knight, how he just sliced it and put a joint in the middle. That was stupid. So thank God he didn't do that again. But yeah, the sculpt is really crisp and clean, and paint matches it very well. So I really like the look of this guy. Now for accessories, I think both figures were lacking in accessories. More so Bloodsport. So he comes with these two like ugly swords that I'm not a big fan of at all. They have like these weird impractical handles. They're both the same thing. I'm not a fan of these at all. I will be giving my Bloodsport this giant gun that came with a 12-inch Stormtrooper. I'm going to paint it up and try to make it look as close to the movie trailer as possible. Because I like my Bloodsport with a giant gun. So This is what I will be having him use. Like I said, I'm going to try to paint it up and make it look a little bit more accurate, give it some extra flair. But I don't really like the swords at all, so I'm very much better off with putting him with this gun. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bloodsport's articulation. For Bloodsport's articulation, the head is going to look up only about that far, which isn't too bad. He'll look down, side to side swivel, and you get a good amount of pivot here, so that looks pretty good. Rotates all the way around. Shoulders move up a little past horizontal, down all the way, and you get a full rotation. You get that little butterfly thing that Mcfarlane likes to do that doesn't really afford much movement, but whatever. Bicep swivel there, double jointed elbows, and then the wrists hinge whichever way you have the ball joint configured, because they're on a ball joint. Not bad waist movement. It'll rotate all the way. He'll pivot that way, that way. Crunch forward, not much like most. Back a little bit. You know, it's your standard like overlay that Mcfarlane likes to do, which I'm a fan of this. I think this works. I just wish he would implement it a little bit more. He'll kick forward that much without it starting to kick out. Back pretty far, no thigh swivel. But I know how to add one, so I might do a video on how to do that. Double jointed knees, no rotation at the top of the boot, rotation there, down, up, pivot, toe joint. So yeah, you know, your standard Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse articulation on this guy, but I think it's pretty good for Bloodsport. He should be articulated, but not like Spider-Man articulated. So I think it works for him. Now taking a look at Peacemaker, which is my favorite of the two figures. I really like it. There's one super big issue with this that I'll talk about later on. But taking a look at the toilet bowl looking head, I love it. I wish it was chrome, because if you see on the packaging here, on the packaging here, like that looks chromed out. I think they should have done that. That would have been awesome if they did that. I don't think I've ever seen Mcfarlane do that, so I'm not surprised that he didn't. But it would have been really cool. I love the bright colors, the bright saturated blue, the super bright red. Really, really nice. You get the Peacemaker logo with the dove in the middle. I love the dove motif on this guy. I got a little dent right there in the helmet. I don't know if that's intentional. I think it looks intentional. There's a texture all across the body. It looks really, really nice. You get nice skin tone on this guy, because some of the skin tones are really weird. It's molded, not painted, so that's really nice. I don't think the head looks too bad. I think he looks more like John Cena from like the side than like head on. Especially like down. Like I don't think that looks like John Cena. But the unmasked head looks nothing like John Cena in my opinion. The pants look really nice. I like this like panel there. That looks really cool. They got their own texture and a bunch of detail, nice sprinkles sculpted in there. I love the proportions of the legs. They look big and meaty, and they like come out, taper in at the knee, and then come out again. I really, really like that. That looks nice. You get the nice boots with like a fleck of silver on them. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it looks like it because it's not dust. So I think that looks really nice. Get these silver panels on the top. This looks super comic accurate. Like, I love the stupid comic accurate suits. That's awesome. Like, that's what we go to the movies for a superhero movie to see. So I really like that. And I love the design of this character in general. It's so dumb, but it works so well. And I'm very happy to have a Peacemaker in my collection. Same as I did with Polka Dot Man. Bloodsport, I wasn't like dying for a Bloodsport, but I'm happy that they made Peacemaker. So I think Peacemaker looks really, really nice. But let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So taking a look at Peacemaker's articulation, the head is fantastic. It'll look up all the way, down all the way, side to side, good pivot. It's all around great movement on the head. I wish all of them were like that, but sadly that's not the case. The shoulders move up incredibly far. They move down pretty much all the way. They rotate 360. There's no butterfly joint there, which is fine by me. You get a bicep swivel at the sleeve. Now this shit, what the hell is this? This is terrible. This is the worst part of the figure and almost ruins the whole thing for me. That is the ugliest double jointed elbow I've ever seen. Like right there, it doesn't look too bad, like just using the top one, but the bottom one, what is that? How did that pass as like, okay guys, that looks great. Let's sell that. What is that? Like, I've never seen that on a figure. Like on the Bloodsport, it looks relatively normal. Like that's fine. It looks like a standard double jointed elbow. Just because he's sitting here, the Stealth Suit Iron Man, like what is this? This is terrible. I cannot believe that they went around and did that. So that's terrible. You get the hinge, the ball joint there, whatever. Great ball joint at the waist. Rotates around, pivot, crunch, not too far. Back, pretty good. Swivels all the way. Hips move out that much, down. He'll kick forward that much, back that much. No thigh swivel because it's a Mcfarlane toy. Double jointed knees that move up all the way. And they're not crazy ugly. Like, they're not great, but you're not terribly ugly. Up, down at the ankle with a nice pivot and a toe joint. So I think the articulation's good on this guy. But, like, I can't get over that. Like, what is that? That is whack as hell. I cannot believe that they, like, were like, that's qualified. Like, that works. I don't know. But I actually forgot to mention the accessory that comes with him. He comes with the peace sword. I think this looks really nice. You get, I think that's supposed to be a dove on there. That looks really cool. I like this. Unlike the Wonder Woman, it's not super flimsy. It's got a little bit of give to it, but not like crazy. So I'm definitely going to have him holding the sword. I would like the axe a little bit more, but I'm not getting that just for the axe. Now, the other thing that Peacemaker's known for having is a large barreled gun. So what I did was I took the gun from the DC Multiverse Rebirth Joker that is literally everywhere. I took it from that and I added that to it. I think it matches. I like that it's a little bit different of a silver from the rest of it. It's long. It's not perfect, but it's what I want for Peacemaker. So I'm going to have him holding that as well. Feel free to do whatever you'd like with your figure, but I'm going to have him holding that. So the accessories are pretty good on this guy, so that's probably how he's going to be posed on the shelf for me. So I know you're asking yourself, yo, Ant, what are you thinking of these figures? And I got to say, they look good. Like, they look really good. I'm not super excited to have a Bloodsport. It's awesome, and I'm definitely planning on keeping him, but I wish he came with that big gun from the trailer that he shot Superman with. That would have made it a lot cooler. And I don't know how accurate the colors are going to be. I mean, I'm going to see the movie tonight, so I will get back to you guys on that. But I think it looks cool. The articulation is pretty standard. But Peacemaker looks fantastic. Aside from that ugly ass joint, I cannot believe that got passed. But whatever. Joint sucks, but the rest of the figure works really nice. I think they both work for a comic version of each other. Or of said character. So I really like it. I'm definitely going to paint up that gun for Bloodsport to make it look a little bit more fun and accurate to the movie. I don't know what to do about those elbows. I don't think I'm going to do anything about them. I'm just going to try to pose them without it like that. So whatever. I like that I added the big gun for Peacemaker. But other than that, I think that's all I got for today. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to build a little bit of a following on here, and it's been going pretty good. I've been having a lot of fun making these videos, and you guys seem to enjoy them, so I really appreciate that. If I were to rate these figures, they'd be different. Bloodsport would probably get like a 7 for me, pretty average. I'd give Peacemaker probably an 8, just because he's a little bit better, but that elbow just ruins it. But what are you going to do? Beggars can't be choosers, so without further ado, I think that's all I got for today. So like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe for the video. If you haven't already, go check out my Instagram. I posted some pictures of these guys in honor of the Suicide Squad releasing tonight. But I think that's all I got for today. So I'll see you guys later. Peace. Maker.